Welcome to the System to Success show. On this show, we'll cover the best growth advice from top CEOs in North America and beyond. On each episode, your host, Jay Crutchfield, he's a former software engineer turned entrepreneur, created and maintained online marketing, online sales, and fulfillment systems for global brands. He offers non-traditional wisdom about business systems mastery, while his guests share the story of how they built their companies. Jay and his guests talk entrepreneurship, digital marketing, strategy, and business principles. But they also talk about what it means to be human with all the ups and downs, advances, and setbacks. And what he does is he takes his information and strategies that has helped catapult global brands and brings that to the small business owner to give them that advantage. Make sure to subscribe and follow for more of these business system mastery principles.
On today's episode, we're going to talk about how to break through average results in your business. Now, nobody likes average, right? Nobody likes average. Now, sometimes people focus on blending in, and blending in, I would say, is assimilation, and that's more of the normal side. And so one of the things that is super important for us to do is to showcase our uniqueness in the marketplace, because we don't want to sound like everyone else. And oh my goodness, this just had me think about the book it's called The 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. I have it here. If you're listening to the podcast, I have it here on video. If you can see that, The 10X Rule. And in one of the chapters of this book, Grant talks about omnipresence, right? Being everywhere all the time. And so basically having almost an expression of God, of the omnipresence, being everywhere, and using that expression to really gain the attention and visibility that's necessary. And so many people may be posting like once on social media, may send a weekly email to their list, may look to have a strategic partnership every 3 months or so, or even at all. And collaboration is super important piece and strategy in our business. And so what we want to do is see, how can we be multiple places at once? And I love, if you haven't seen the Undercover Billionaire series, season 2, that's one of my favorite seasons. It's only 2 seasons. But on one, Grant talks about that visibility, and there's something special that you have to offer in the marketplace. And I know that you are a go-to, right? But one of the challenges is that people don't know about you. And so one of the things that you can use to really have hyper distribution, what we call it here, on the System to Success show and in our business, is hyper distribution. How can you 10x your distribution of your content, of your offers, so that more people see them and that they can be moved to become that lead, that becomes that appointment, that becomes that client, right? And so, of course, there's tools out there that you can utilize. There's Hootsuite for the social media distribution, right? There's Hootsuite, there's Later, there's Buffer. And we use a tool internally that allows us not only to hyper distribute that content, but also allows us to be able to translate that content and transform that content, convert it into audio, into text, so that there's multiple ways to consume this content, because everybody's not going to want to see it through video. So some people are just going to want to listen. Some people are not just going to want to listen. They may not prefer that at the time. So they may want to see it through reading it rather, right? And so you want to utilize methods that's going to allow you to have leverage in your business instead of having to work harder to produce some of the same results. I've seen it time and time again. One of my friends, they're still doing the old way, even in their retail business, just using pen and pad for everything instead of embracing technology and utilizing digital marketing. They're not doing that. Instead of just flyers. Yes, I'm about flyers. I'm about the hand to hand, the guerrilla marketing. I'm also about the combination of offline and online, right? And so having both as a strategy can really assist you with hyper distribution and really zoning in on the online side so that you can use that, right, to hyper distribute your message, your offer, so that you can generate more leads, more appointments, and revenue. And so that's how you can really have a breakthrough and breakthrough average results in your business by taking it to the next level. What are you doing now that you can multiply that by leveraging technology systems, right? And leveraging in partnering with people to really get your message out there so that you can make more offers, right? All right. So make sure you go ahead and do that. Look for those ways in your business and go ahead and subscribe and follow for more of those breakthrough strategies in your business.